So today I'm going to give you some tips and tricks and things I learned when applying for the Disney College program. So when I applied for the Disney College program, it was my second time applying and the first time I ever made it out of applied. So one thing that I changed about my application from the first time to the second time I applied is, first of all, I've had some different job experiences, but the second thing is that I thought like a Disney executive would. If I were the one reading my application, where could I see myself fitting into the company? So experience such as lifeguarding or camp counselor that I know a lot of college kids have are talk about that you would be great when leadership, in working with other people, in teamwork. One of the things though that I would really encourage you not to do is flood it with words that you would think are trigger words, and instead just change the way that you phrase things. Because for me, that was my biggest difference. The first time I applied, I had a lot of different theater opportunities that I put in there, and I put in trigger words like, oh, customer service and entertainment and all these words that I thought would make me look better to the company, instead of actually thinking as though how would these skills help me better fit into the company. So when it comes to the web-based interview, I'll tell you the same thing that most everyone will tell you: to go with the extremes. People want to see where either you enjoy something or don't enjoy something, somewhere that you think you would be really good at or not good at all. One of the best pieces of advice that a good friend of mine gave me before I took my web-based interview was that you know yourself and you know how you'll fit into the company, and just base your answers off that. You want to be honest with them because they can see through people who are choosing the best possible answers every time, and that's not being honest, and that's not something you want to start off doing with a future employer. So when it comes time to do your phone interview, the best piece of advice I can give you is do your research, but don't over prepare. Because when it came down to it, I ended up only using the information that came to me in the moment. I had taken all these notes, and then when I was on the phone with the recruiter, I knew that it would probably be best for me to let my answers come from the heart and be more authentic, so I shut my laptop. But some things I did want to go into the interview knowing, and I would encourage you to go into the interview knowing, are your top roles and why you want those roles. And then any questions that you would have for your recruiter, because they're always interested in you asking questions. And also, don't be afraid to be honest with them, because my recruiter asked me if I was comfortable using cleaning supplies, and I said, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, cleaning is not my biggest strength, but I would be okay and be okay learning how to use those. I think you should kind of take that as a mental note, not put me in custodial, because I would not have been a very good custodian. Don't overthink the phone interview, because it is one of those things that they're looking for authenticity, and they're looking for someone who's naturally bubbly. So don't feel like you need to talk through the whole thing like this. Just be cheerful in your voice and in your tone, because they can see through people being inauthentic. Well, these have been my tips for applying for the DCP. I must you remember to keep on dreaming, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah!
As some of y'all know, I'm about to leave on my program.
It's gonna be so hard.
Ew.
She's not coming to school. I know. Or me. I'm more important, I'm her sister.